Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk MMA. My name's Mason from Cyclone MMA, and we got so many things to talk about. Brunson versus Till, that UFC event just passed. We have a new UFC signing. I'm going to give out some MMA awards. Sean Strickland's in the news. He's doing some crazy stuff. And I almost got punched. All of that is coming in this podcast. Let's get right into it, people, okay? Let's get right into it. We're going to start and we're going to talk about Derek Brunson versus Darren Till. We're going to talk about a few fights on this card. We're going to start with the main event first. Derek Brunson defeats Darren Till in the third round via submission. Rear naked choke. So this is a bummer if you're a Darren Till fan, which is a lot of people. It's a bummer if you're Israel Adesanya because, you really, really want Darren Till to win this fight so you have some fresh blood in the middleweight division, fresh blood in the title picture for the middleweights. Derek Brunson's just doing the thing. Let's see here. He's on a 5-fight winning streak. He beat Elias Theodoro, Ian Heinisch, Edmund Shabazian, Kevin Holland, and now Darren Till. He's someone who's been the gatekeeper of the division, and he's not all about that right now. He's going through these people. His last loss was to Israel Adesanya back in 2018 when Izzy finished him in the first round. He's proving to be, a top dog in this division. When you look at it, he's only lost to the best. When you look at some of these names he's lost to in recent times. So in 2012, he lost to Jacare Souza. He lost to Jacare in 2018 as well. But he's lost to Yoel. He's lost to Anderson Silva, Robert Whittaker, Izzy. You have to go back to 2012 to Kendall Grove to really find someone who's, not a top name in the sport. But Derek Brunson, he's doing the thing. There's a lot of talk about Darren Till. There's a lot of talk about how he looked. People thought he looked bigger than usual. He hasn't fought since his Robert Whittaker fight, and he got pretty banged up in that one. So it's been more than a year off. I don't know what's next for him. He's lost 4 out of his last 5 fights. He's got a win over Kelvin Gastelum, who's another one of those guys who, starting to stack up all the losses. But it was a good fight. If you're Derek Brunson, Till was doing great on the feet, but he just wasn't capitalizing on his opportunities. He was, feinting and throwing and having Derek, kind of shell up a little bit, but Brunson was just able to get those takedowns. He got 3 of them in this fight. I think he got 1 per round, and he was able to just brutalize Till on top of him. He was just throwing heavy elbows, heavy shots, and it seems like Till just was quick to give up his neck. And Derek Brunson comes away with the win. Might get a title shot. I think Bobby Knuckles is going to beat him to it, but I think he's earned it with 5 fights in a row, all wins against top dogs, Kevin Holland and Edmund Shabazian. He's just putting these young guns away. Usually the story is those guys beat him, but Derek Brunson at the age of 37, I think he deserves to have something good come his way. He's never had a title shot. I want to see it. I want to see Bobby Knuckles get it first, and then I want to see Brunson fight whoever the winner of that is. In the co-main event, you had Tom Aspinall versus Sergey Spivak. Aspinall, dude, the guy's really, really good. I'm trying to remember who he called out. I have it here somewhere. Who did he call out? That's right. Blagoy Ivanov. I think I pronounced his first name wrong. Aspinall's really good. He's got some great striking. It's nice seeing him in this heavyweight division, a division that's not super stacked at the moment. Some fresh talent. He was the man in this fight. He didn't really get touched. He was doing all of the touching. He was doing all of the touching on the feet. What a weird way to talk about people fighting each other. But Spivak went for a takedown Aspinall stuffed it. He did a good job with the stuff, and then threw a knee, and then came right up with like an uppercut shovel hook, and it was lights out. Spivak went down. Aspinall followed up, and that's it. He did a good job there. I'm excited to see, him progress as a fighter. He wants to take it slow. He doesn't want to jump right into this division, which is good, especially at heavyweight, dude. There are some killers at the top there. And so I think it's good that he's taking it slow, trying to dip his toe in and not move too fast, like someone like a Darren Till, who just progressed so fast, and then you see where that's gotten him. Alex Morano beat David Zawada. He got the nod. He won all 3 rounds, got the decision victory. And then in the light heavyweight division, you had some controversy. You had Khalil Roundtree Jr. defeating Modestas Bukauskas, and he threw an oblique kick in the second round, and it was over from there. He finished the fight with a side kick to the knee, an oblique kick, and this caused a lot of talks among, MMA Twitter, MMA Instagram, just the MMA world was talking about this. I guess I'll talk about it a little bit. People are wondering whether or not that should be a legal kick in MMA. A lot of people say it's too dangerous. People like Darren Till, people like Rampage Jackson don't like it. I know Robert Whittaker, someone who throws this kick quite frequently. I don't really have, an opinion on this. I have an opinion, but I'm not like set in stone. I can be convinced. So if you're watching this on YouTube, if you have an opinion on it, if you have an argument to back yourself up, let me know in the comment section below. I'm really curious what people are wondering. I understand why people want to get rid of it, but I understand too, like, it is a dangerous technique, but you're in the sport of fighting. Another dangerous technique that can alter a career is getting punched in the head multiple times. So I understand the people who say it's part of the sport, and I understand the people who, don't want to see their favorite fighters, take time off from the sport or lose their career over a crazy injury like this. Because it is crazy when you go to jab. If you take an oblique kick right to the knee, it just hyperextends it so much, and it's so dangerous. But I feel like you're going to start seeing it more now that this has been highlighted of how effective it is. But yeah, Khalil Roundtree wins, and his win is kind of overshadowed by the way he won. And I see a lot of negative comments to him, but like, it's in the rule book. He's allowed to do it. He didn't do anything wrong. So you kind of just have to like congratulate him and move on. Good win, Khalil Roundtree. He was winning on the feet regardless. He was winning the fight. He was piecing up Bukauskas. So good job, Khalil Roundtree. Tough for Bukauskas because that's going to be an injury that's going to take some time to heal and come back from. That's a rough one. And now we're going to talk about Paddy Pimblett. First round knockout versus... So he was fighting Luigi Vendramini, which is the most Italian name ever. If this guy's not Italian, then I don't know who is. Brazilian professional male mixed martial artist. Okay, I guess I should just quit now. But anyways, it was pretty even on the feet. I mean, there was one takedown. Why don't I remember that takedown? I got to rewatch the fight. It just barely happened. But Luigi was stinging Paddy with some shots there. The commentary team kept talking about Paddy just keeping his chin up with the striking. But a good finish for Paddy. He went after it. The last minute of that round, he just went for it. And say what you want about the guy, he's in there to fight. I've seen some of his highlights. I've seen some of his past fights. He's in there. He's aggressive. He tries to take the back. But this fight, he seemed like he was just interested in really striking. You're going to get caught when you keep your chin up in the air. But he's got some power. He's got a good chin. And he got it done. So Paddy Pimblett, he's a new star on the rise. Unfortunately for him, he's in the lightweight division. And there are some sharks in the lightweight division, and I'm just wondering, I want to look at the rankings now because, like, what's next for him? He's going to get a few unranked opponents. They're not going to just throw him into this buzzsaw of a lightweight division. Like, you could see him down the road fight like a Thiago Moises, Rafael Fiziev, Brad Riddell. I feel like Brad Riddell would be a good fight for him in the future. I mean, we're talking too soon here. He's got to win a couple fights because, like, Luigi, he catches him a few more times. He puts his lights out. Luigi was catching him. So, like, I'm interested to see how the Paddy experiment goes. There are a lot of Conor McGregor, comparisons being made right now. But we're going to find out if Paddy Pimblett's legit. But yeah, Paddy the Baddy, I feel like he was a featherweight for a while. I feel like he'd be better off in that division. But again, that's a super competitive divisions. It's tough to be a new fighter coming into those because there's just so many killers. But yeah, Paddy the Baddy had a solid UFC debut. English, do you speak it? Sometimes. Yeah, looking forward to seeing what he does next. I'd like to see him stay busy. Did he call someone out? No, he didn't call someone out because I remember he basically said, come to me. But yeah, that's the Brunson versus Till. I'm not going to really talk about any of the prelim fights. But yeah, the next fight card coming up is Anthony Smith versus Ryan Spann, September 18th. I'm only seeing that main event. I'm not seeing any of the undercard right now, so I'm curious what they do there. That should be an interesting fight, though. I feel like Anthony Smith hasn't won in a while, has he? Well, I guess he won his last fight against Jimmy Crute. Oh, that was the leg fight. That fight was messed up, bro. Remember that? It's when Jimmy Crute got leg kicked and his leg was all messed up. He like couldn't walk on it. Anytime he'd walk on it, he rolled his ankle in a different way. And you know what? He does have a few wins here. Like he won against Devin Clark before that. But then he had the losses, Alexander Rakic and Glover Teixeira. That brings you back to John Jones. No, Alexander Gustafsson where he won. Enough about Anthony Smith. That's not part of this segment. We're going to move on now. We're going to move on to our next segment. Alex Pereira signs with the UFC. If you don't know who Alex Pereira is, he is a kickboxer who's transitioned to MMA. He's 3-1 in MMA. He lost his first fight via submission. But what's special about this dude is he has 2 wins over Israel Adesanya. One of those wins was via knockout, and it was a devastating left hook. And I watched some of this guy's highlights. He's got a left hook from hell. This dude can land that left hook, and boy, does his opponent feel it. UFC 268, he's going to be on that card. He is going to be against Andreas Michael. How do you say that name? Andreas Michaeldis. I don't know you. I'm sorry. I butchered your name. What I'm wondering is he going to be a middleweight? I would assume he's going to be a middleweight, but this is pretty exciting. Is he going to be a middleweight? I'm going to look at it real quick. Because that means that's a storyline right there. If this guy gets some wins, because he's got some fucking really good striking, he gets some wins, he gets into the top 15, that's a big storyline of him coming for the champ. I'm not saying he's going to get there, because there are guys that like he's not going to want to face. I mean, he's in a division where there's not a lot of wrestlers. Derek Brunson's the main one. So if he avoids Derek Brunson, he's good. Of course, I'm talking way in the future. Like, he's got to work his way into this. I don't know if he's going to middleweight. I would assume he is. He is. Middleweight. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. I'm excited for that. You got another storyline there. You got a potential star. He's going to produce some really, really good victories in the octagon, I think. And I think it'll be interesting when he fights someone who's a wrestler or a grappler. It's going to be interesting to see how he does against them, considering his only loss is via submission. Can he, learn that part of the game and adapt to it in MMA. It'll be interesting. I don't know. Sean Strickland, you guys. We all know Sean Strickland. He's a wild man. He's absolutely crazy. And recently he went after Dillon Danis, so everyone likes that. If you don't like that, then you actually like that and you just don't know it. So I don't know how this started, but it looks like Dillon Danis sent him a message and said, "Little boy couldn't take the heat, deleted his post, never come at the king." And I don't know what the original Instagram post was, but apparently he was talking shit about Dillon Danis. And then Sean Strickland said, "I don't know if you're joking or not. Like, I'd kill you, not metaphorically speaking. Clearly, I don't want to go to prison, but if me and you met up and I had one free pass, I'd take your soul. I'd show you your own blood before I turned your mind off for good. It would bring me great joy to take your life with my bare hands. Again, I'd never do it or threaten you, but you understand that to me, you're just a baby lamb put on this earth to be eaten. You understand this, right?" Holy shit. That's crazy. That is a man who is crazy. And I love it because it's Dillon Danis. If he said this to anyone else, I'd be like, you're crossing the line a little bit. You're talking about death. Like, you know, Poirier wasn't cool with that. Therefore, I'm not cool with that. Just kidding. I'm not like that weird of a fanboy. I am, but I'm not. But yeah, he went right after him. He called him a baby lamb. I enjoyed it. But Sean Strickland is... I wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alleyway if I pissed him off. That wouldn't be very fun. I don't think he would go easy. I think he would try to take my head off. But if Dillon Danis ever runs into Sean Strickland, he better be running because I don't think he wants that heat. All right, guys. We're moving on now. We're moving on to the MMA Awards. You guys ready for this? Because award number 1 is called Number 4. Number 4, you know the guy from the codename Kids Next Door? The blonde bowl cut guy? The number 4 award goes to Paddy Pimlet. Because, like, he looks just like him, right? Like, everyone's calling him the 5th Beatle, but he's blonde. So, no. I think he looks like number 4 from codename Kids Next Door. Like, just Google a picture of number 4, codename Kids Next Door, and then look at Paddy Pimblett. It's him. But anyways, Paddy gets the award. You know, he made a great UFC debut. He says he's a cash cow. He's, you know, the Conor McGregor type, the hype train. Says he's going to bring a lot of eyes to the sport. Let's see if he's legit or not. The next award is the I Am Not a Gatekeeper Award. This goes to, you guessed it, Derek Brunson. He's not a gatekeeper, okay? Let's take a look here. Edmund Shabazian. Everyone's talking about him. Oh, he's going to be the youngest champion. Oh, he's going to fight Izzy. TKOs him in the 3rd round. Kevin Holland. Oh, loudmouth. He's good. Whatever. People, you know, Kevin Holland. People like him. He knocked out Jacare from his back. Derek Brunson is Kevin Holland's daddy. He daddied him for 5 rounds. And now you got Darren Till, the one that Izzy wants to fight. If Till gets this win, I think I'll fight Till. He said that a few times now. Derek Brunson submits him in the 3rd round. He's not a gatekeeper. You can't. He's not that guy that's just there to beat and then fight for the title. Although that was the case for Izzy. He's not a gatekeeper. He has surpassed that status. He should fight for a title next. Good job, Darren Till. No, not good job, Darren Till. Good job, Derek Brunson. My next award is the Dang It Award. Dang it. This goes to Israel Adesanya. He's had a bad week. And nothing bad happened to him directly. But when you think about it, like Alex Pereira signs with the UFC. Derek Brunson wins. Derek Brunson winning is not good for Izzy's career because no offense to Derek Brunson, he's not going to, no one's like screaming for that rematch. Like we saw it. It was, and I know I'm saying like he should get it next, but Darren Till versus Israel Adesanya, that's a fun striking duel. Derek Brunson versus Israel Adesanya, I mean, it's interesting from the perspective of like how much has Derek Brunson improved. Can he get the takedown? What does that fight look like if he gets a takedown? But I think the fun, flashy fight there is Darren Till versus Izzy. And you just think about the people who keep losing. Shabazian, Cannonier, Holland, now Till. It just seems like anyone that Izzy's like, I hope this guy wins so I can have some, fresh blood in this division and have a new face to fight and, sell some tickets. They keep losing. And then, Alex Pereira signs with the UFC, has 2 wins over Izzy, a knockout win over him. I don't think Izzy's scared. I'm not trying to say that. It's just kind of an awkward situation. It's those headlines that come up that Izzy probably doesn't want to, talk about too much. If someone knocks you out and now it's all over the news because the dude who knocked you out is now signing with your organization, it's a little weird. And finally, the Drunk Uncle Award. It goes to Sean Strickland. He must have, I don't think he was drunk when he sent that text, but he just gives like drunk uncle vibes. He's fighting with whatever Sanchez in the gym because of the arm bar, and he's just threatening to kill people. He's going to fight Luke Rockhold, the pretty boy, and he's might knock him out or maybe he'll lose. I don't know. He's just giving off drunk uncle vibes. Those are the vibes I'm getting from him. Whoa. It's raining really hard right now, and I thought my Wi-Fi went out, but I think we're good. Are we good? I think we're good. Okay, cool. Sorry about that, guys. And finally, our last segment. What a good transition right there. God, I'm so good at podcasting. I'm so not bad at this. The last segment is called I Almost Got Punched. The reason for that is I almost got punched, guys. So I was at a fair, the Champlain Valley Fair in Vermont. And there's a bunch of games and rides and shit. And I was with my girlfriend and my sister, and we were watching these people play this game where you have this softball and you throw the softball at these tubes that are stacked up and you try knocking off all the tubes. And you win a cool prize that costs 50 cents, yet you pay $10 to play this stupid game, right? These people are playing, we're watching. They throw the ball. It bounces off the shelf, almost hits me, zips past me. And so I see, I'm like, oh, I'll get this ball for these people. Like, they need the ball. It's over there. I'm closer to it. I'll go run and grab it for them. I'll be a nice guy because I want to play this game next. I run. I grab the ball. I walk towards them, and I'm like, it's a ball. I'm not going to hand it to them, right? I'm going to throw the ball because it's a ball. So I underhand toss, and they're maybe 7 feet away. I throw it to the guy who's playing. Someone walks in between me and that guy, hits him directly on the forehead, like doink, perfect. There's no way it hurt. If it hurt, that guy's a complete pussy. With that being said, I did throw a ball at someone's head, so I went in full apology mode. I'm like, bro, I am so sorry I did that. He gets right up in my face and goes, guy fucking hit you in the face? He's like, he got mad really quickly. He was normal, just walking, gets hit in the head, turns, pissed off, in my face. Guy hit you in the fucking face? And I was in apology mode, right? I'm not scared. Like, I'm not being like, oh, I wasn't scared. I'll knock him. No, like, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. He goes, can I hit you in the fucking face? And I said, please don't. Because that's a good response, right? If I say yes, he's going to punch me in the face. So I say, please don't. And he listened. He didn't punch me in the face. But he did tell me to smarten the fuck up. And then he walked away. Super awkward. But for my girlfriend, my sister, the dude who was running the game, and the 2 people who were playing the game, they all thought it was hilarious. I ended up getting free throws trying to hit the tubes off. I missed all of them. In the last one, I threw it. It ricocheted, went under a random ride, and we weren't able to get the ball back. So that guy told me to never touch a softball again. And, yeah, that's my story. It's not super interesting. It'd be more interesting if the guy punched me. But, yeah, I didn't get punched. I'm happy about it. That's my story, guys. That's the podcast. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like below. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. If you're not watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, leave me a 5-star review. Do they have 5-star reviews on Spotify? I don't even know. But whatever the equivalent of good things coming my way on Spotify, do that. Thank you guys for watching. Better quality, right? Look at this. We have like HD quality video, 1080p. Hopefully this audio sounds better. I have my like regular recording stuff. Good stuff's coming, guys. I'm super pumped about this. We're going to have more YouTube videos. So if you guys only listen and you don't watch, I have a YouTube channel, Cyclone MMA. I post UFC MMA content. I say UFC because that's mostly what I focus on, because that's mostly what gets clicks. But yeah, I'll stop rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed the pod. Peace out, everyone. Have a beautiful day.